Yeah, this is the weekly report for the Capstone class for the week ending on 6/21. I'm going to turn my camera off and share my screen. So this week, most of the work took place setting up the EC2 instance through AWS and getting the right programs and everything loaded in here to run the Smart Pantry app. So here's our instance. You can see it's running right now. We've gone with the T3 small instance type. This is running Ubuntu Server 24.04 LTS. We got 2 gigs of RAM and 20 gigs of storage. You see that we have a public IPv4 address there to connect via SSH. Every time I restart the server, I have to grab this and put it in the SSH config file just to make sure we can get in. But we got RSA keys loaded here. Then I've got the public key on my computers, and then I have the private key in the instance. So let's go ahead and start an SSH session. I've got this configured where you can see that this is the instance right here. We can go ahead and click on that. It's going to open the remote connection. Hang on, let me pull up the right window. All right, and we can see that we are now connected via SSH to the Smart Pantry app. Let me open up a new terminal here. All right, and so this week I also was able to go ahead and get the database schema set up. So I'm going to log into that and show you the tables right here. All right, we're in. And then these are the tables. There's nothing in them right now, but these are the tables that were set up when I made the data dictionary, and I've gotten all those set up just the way they are in the data dictionary inside the instance here. This week I also connected GitHub and started pushing some stuff over there. So let's check that out. All right. So we've got the README file here. This kind of just describes how this is running. We've got the backend with Python 3.12, Flask, and SQL Alchemy. We're using React for the front end. Database is MySQL 8, and we're hosting it on AWS with an EC2. I don't think we're going to use the RDS. We're just going to use SQL inside the instance. And then I'll be diving into Textract here probably next week. That going. This is our get ignore. This basically makes sure private information stays private, like our RSA keys, database passwords, stuff like that. This is the requirements.txt file that I use to install these programs. We've got Flask, Flask SQL Alchemy, Cores, PyMySQL, some cryptography for the passwords, and then Python.env is running on here as well. And let's see what else. Let's go back over to VS Code. All right, and this week I was also able to get the database connected to the front end, so at least you can see that it is working. Everything's talking the right way. So let's go ahead and pull that up. All right, and that's, you can see that started us up on localhost port 5000. Let's go over here and I'll just show you that that connection is working. All right, and as you can see here, database is connected, status is okay, which tells us we are working all the way through on full stack. Everything else will be built off of this kind of structure, so it should just be rinse and repeat for the rest of the phases of this application. Next, I will finish the authentication features, and then I'll probably move on to the inventory entry and receipt scanning features in the coming week. So yeah, there is the weekly report for the week ending on 6/21.